Hello YouTube and welcome back to the top 300 video games of all time countdown according to Game Informer. Today we are doing numbers 140 to 131. Let's get started. Number 140, Warlords, released in 1980 in arcades. Who would have thought that a simple thing like a bouncing ball would have such a huge footprint in Game Informer's top 300 games of all time list? Pong, Arkanoid, and Warlords all used a bouncing ball to deliver a surprising amount of intensity. Warlords was one of the most competitive arcade games of its day, pitting 4 players against each other on a cocktail-style machine. A player occupied each corner of the screen and was tasked with protecting their respective stronghold by moving a paddle to knock a ball away. If a shot got through, a piece of the stronghold was destroyed. Up to 4 balls can be on the playfield at any time, creating chaos and forcing the player to move quickly. Warlords is one of those rare, timeless games that is just as much fun today as it was when it was released in 1980. 139. Age of Empires II: The Age of Kings, released in 1999 for PC and Mac. During the golden age of RTS games, Age of Empires II had few peers. Assembling massive armies and castles and breaking them all down proved to be some of the best LAN party fare PC gamers had ever seen. Unique units for each of the 20 civilizations added immense flavor and tactical choice. Whether you wanted to create a buzzing hive of Chinese Chunoku archers or a bludgeoning battering force of Persian War elephants, the choices were a myriad and meaningful. Number 138, Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, released in 2001 for the PlayStation 2. When fans say Hideo Kojima is a master of subverting expectations, MGS2 is the reason why. Players were thrown for a loop when they realized they wouldn't play the entire game as Solid Snake, and that was just the start of the rabbit hole. By the time players snuck their way through Big Shell, their perception of Metal Gear and reality itself were put into question in the most mind-blowing way imaginable. Number 137, Persona 4, released on PS2 in 2008. Persona 3 set a solid groundwork for the series' revival, but it was Persona 4 that improved the formula and garnered the most attention. With better combat and more creative dungeons, Persona 4 also continued to explore mature themes and complicated issues, especially in terms of identity and being strong enough to accept your true self. The varied, relatable cast is the most popular one to date, later starring in several spin-off titles. Number 136, Pong, released in 1972 for arcades. Pong may not have been the original implementation of video game tennis, but it was the first to achieve commercial success. And success is an understatement. Atari's first game was a sensation before there were video arcades, with its first test run at a California bar ending once the machine overflowed with quarters. The game's reach grew exponentially from there, eventually bouncing into homes as a standalone console before the Atari 2600 release. Number 135 is a game that I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce. I'm gonna say Ico. Released in 2001 on PS2. Escort quests are not among gamers' favorite activities. Something about your fate being tied to a defenseless follower invites a variety of frustrations. However, the team behind Ico turned this concept into an incredible and touching journey. Controlling a young boy, you guided a mysterious woman named Yorda through an enormous castle. She helped you overcome magical obstacles, and you protected her from an army of shadow beasts. The stunning art direction and clever puzzle design gave the world an ancient and wondrous feeling. But the most remarkable aspect was the wordless bond which slowly formed between the two main characters. Yorda felt like a true companion, not a liability, which added gravity to a finale that made more than a few players tear up. Number 134, Street Fighter III: Third Strike, released in 2000 for the Dreamcast. Originally not seen as moving the genre forward compared to the zany Street Fighter Alpha series and fan-favorite crossovers, Street Fighter III has proven itself a landmark fighting game in the years since. Number 133, Katamari Damacy, released in 2004 for the PS2. The king of all cosmos got drunk and knocked everything in existence out of place. Therefore, you must roll around a giant sticky ball and pick everything up. This ludicrous premise was all it took to launch us into a rollicking adventure rooted in absurdity and a strangely optimistic theme of universal togetherness. Quirky physics-based gameplay and endless hummable music kept us coming back to the insanity again and again. Number 132, Horizon Zero Dawn, released in 2017 on the PS4. Aloy's genre-bending quest for her identity in the face of world-dominating machines dazzled with its intense combat and exciting sense of discovery. Last but not least, number 131, Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, released on Apple II in 1981. Sir Tech's text-heavy dungeon crawl provided the backbone for many of the long-running RPG series that followed. That's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed. If you want to see me play any of these games, let me know in the comments. The music playing throughout this video has been that of mine and my husband's creation using Magic's Music Maker. Check out that playlist because there's more than just what you've been hearing in this video. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe and let me know what your top video games are. I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!